Good evening, everyone. The Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Marathon 2025 continues. This marathon is benefiting the South Carolina State Firefighters Burn Children's Fund, which helps support pediatric burn patrons and their families. We are continuing with Heavy Bullets. I am your host, Classic Gamer 76, and joining me is Scoopula. How's it going, Scoopula?
Good evening.
All right, to get started off here, between the end of the last one and the start of this, we had a $25 donation from Code Gorilla saying, "Thank you, FFR community, for hosting the Code Gorilla and Mashima Power Hours. Put this to attack the FXFs for PM64. Yoshi!" Of course, PM being in Paper Mario. He wants some Yoshi. And we are getting close to the goal of $6,350, although $60,000 would be great. That is our previous high for this Winter Marathon last year, and we are getting close to it. And I will say, I know as much about Heavy Bullets as I did about Resident Evil 2, so...
Well, so basically, it's real simple. It's you have 8 levels. You basically just try to get to the end without dying. That's going to be my biggest thing here. Now, everything is randomized. There are set spawn points. The rooms are... There's like puzzle pieces that they use to build the levels, so I have no idea what's going to happen here. I know where to look for certain things. That's about it. The big thing with the game is you fire these bullets Portal 2 style, or I guess regular Portal style even, when he says you fire the whole bullet. So you just pick them up and use them again. Don't ask why. I have no idea. But if that's it, I'm gonna get going here.
Sounds great. Let's get her going.
So the other thing too, this is a roguelite. You can, if you die, you go back, you make through, you can use your money, whatever you save, to go through it. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to use whatever we pick up during this and nothing more. So hopefully we can make it work. But the game comes with an achievement where you get the achievement if you beat it in 25 minutes. They don't care how you do it. You can, take all the money out of your bank or whatever you need to do, but, you can skip stuff, big deal. For some reason I'm hearing background music. Oh no, that's supposed to happen, okay. So basically I set some rules for myself. Nobody does this, it's just me, pretty much. But we're gonna do this 25-minute thing, but we're gonna do it without any extra help. We're going to explore everything, pick up everything, kill everything, and keep to the 25 minutes still. So when you see me blow up the bank there, it's because we're maximizing our money. This is not needed other than I say so. But the banks are worth 10 coins. And these other machines that you'll see are worth less. Get a few bombs there. What we're looking for is pickup magnets, just to, like this one here. We'll take that. That's fine. You see, I'm missing 2 hearts there. There's certain health increase items that I'm a little weird on picking up. Like, I don't even want to do that, but YOLO, I guess. You get an empty heart container, and then you also lose a heart that you had, so we're going to have to try and fill that up. But we're trying to do 3 minutes per level or less. This first one went well, so it's tracked in game. I didn't check it there. I'll try to check it at the end of every level. Just trying not to blow myself up right now. One heart is an explosion away from being done, and we're trying not to do that. Okay, so backpack, that's good. It allows us to pick up one more item. Most of the time, you're just going to see me sell these things. That's what the use of most of them are for the way we're doing it. Okay, so the black potion, that's 3 hearts, but it poisons you. And I might actually, yeah, before something goes wrong here, I'll actually probably use that. You might bleed out more in poison than you gain, but hopefully not. Need a key card, you can open these here. And proximity sensor beeps when you see enemies, and I already blew up that bank, so guess I can't sell that. So here, I'm going to use that, see what the heck happens. Hopefully it wears off. Now I can carry all this stuff. It's worth 40 bucks. Okay, it wore off, and I'm out of money. I can't heal. That's worth more. We'll sell that other one if we run into a bank sooner rather than later. Which this is the end of the level, so we won't. Anything we can't sell. Like, I call this basically 90+%, and this is why. Because sometimes you just run out of luck. So 5 minutes for 2 levels is not too bad.
At the risk of doing math on Twitch, I would say that's a very good pace, but that means there's still going to be some time to get some donations in. You're very close to hitting that Winter Marathon 2024 total.
Guess I should actually use the beeper. I gotta give myself a good chance here. The knife, we can't pick that up. Worth only 5. So I got one of each, a bullet pickup magnet and a coin. That's actually good enough to get us moving through most of this. We like to see you can get a second one, but 2 is way better than 1, so I'm happy to see those. Sometimes you go the whole thing without seeing anything. Still beeping. Time to pay attention. See, I like shoot lights. I have no reason for that, but I told myself I would. That's how we do it. It's $5 also. busy room. Okay, so I'm gonna get one of these. This is cheaper than buying 3 heals, and it heals 3 hearts. Have most of what I want. The biggest reason to save money is you can increase your max health, but they're inordinately more expensive than anything else. And, so I could have saved money there, but oh well. Red potion is just 1 heart.
Reset the mainframe.
Yeah, like I said, nobody runs this. The proof of doing it quote unquote right is the tested trust me bro method.
Love that method. Point made in check. Credit screen means you're doing it right.
That's what we're hoping to see. Oh, yes. So I know we're probably used to a lot of things having glitches. There's none here. There's one, actually, that's completely free at the end, but the rest of them, well, there's more than one. The rest of them we don't want. We try to avoid. You saw one there that just duplicated a bullet. I mean, that's okay, too, I guess. Okay, so that's 20 bucks, and I'm gonna take a risk and sell it. Discount there makes everything cheaper from here forward. Took me 10 years to realize there were rocks on the ceiling that you can shoot, and I had to change my whole thing. Sometimes you can hit things with them. Missing something. No, I blew it up. We do not want that at all. It looks like something you do want, but that's the trick. If you aren't paying attention, you're going to pick it up. So it gives you explosive shots, but if you drop it or sell it, you get put at a half heart. We're not doing that. Card. Thank you. Magnet seems to be failing a little. Okay, so you get a halfway boss. The less time you spend in here, the better. So that's what we're going to try for. Get rid of the slow turret. Try not to get shot. Once will take. Halfway.
Wow, an excellent pace, but not so fast we don't have some time for some donations.
Yeah, anytime you want to get them in, we have a thing coming up for a bid war. I'll be there with Sky as we were 2 days ago. You can name the file that I'm going to run and pick my sprite. Currently, we have something slotted in for that, but it's up for grabs. So
That is coming up next, but The file name is at $5 for Aurora, and the sprite is for Flavor Guy, $10. So if you want something else, get in some donations. Or if you want to insure those, get in some donations.
Just a little short, but I'm going to be safe and take that. See? I'm honest. Knew I missed something. Can't carry the speed pill, so we'll use it and go fast. Something pinging over here. There it is. I guess as long as I'm holding this reloader, I don't have to actually reload. Hurt a little bit. Unless I fire the 4 reserve shots that I have there. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little careful here. Because I just poisoned myself twice. I had 4 key cards and forgot because I'm a little rattled, but there is a % chance to open the doors when you shoot them. So I see a Healy station. I'd be an idiot and not go right to it. Yep. Okay. Scary.
Alrighty, coming up after this is the Super Metroid Zelda 3 randomizer. We have nothing for the Super Metroid Sprite Grid War. Let's give Samus an interesting sprite. For the Zelda 3 file name, we have $5 for Aurora and $10 for Flavor Guy for that sprite. Let's get these donations in.
I believe it is there, yes. Have to check with Sky. He might be in chat, but either way, I think it's doable somehow. I think it is included in most things. it. Okay. I don't really want to go this way.
I think shooting beams at you. I think I can figure out why.
Yeah, if they stay connected long enough, they'll do damage. It's also, I think, the only enemy in the game that you have to hit twice outside of bosses or something. Get that other coin magnet? Sure, why not? Speed this up a little more.
All right, we have time for a donation.
Yeah.
All right, so we have $10 from Lord Fizzlebeef saying, "Give me buff Kirby, flex on Mother Brain." Mother Brain won't know what to do against a buff Kirby, that's for sure. We're getting very close to that 2024 Winter Marathon total. At the risk of doing math on Twitch, I think we're $120 away.
I get to chop somebody once. Chop some rocks. Assuming it cooperates. Oh, come on. Alright, 2 more.
All right, getting close. You're low on time to get those donations in for that Super Metroid Zelda 3 randomizer, but we have some excellent incentives coming up after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those and hold it. Big turret, but power switch. Sometimes those are not so easy to deal with. I think I would have learned there's snakes in this thing by now. That's why I have those. I kind of knew I'd get a little quiet toward the end of this, sorry. check the time at the start here.
All right, looks like you've got one level to go. So if you don't want the current incentives for that Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer run, get your donations in now.
I'll take that. Should be about it here. One more room.
Sounds like a last chance for those donations, at least for the next upcoming run.
They're actually full health. Alright. It's not going to do any good. Anyway, here's the one glitch. You open this door, and most of the room doesn't realize it. So, we just kind of thin things out a little bit. That'll do it. Time here. I'm gonna finish this up. 23-24 in-game.
Alrighty, get your GGs out in chat. Next, of course, will be coming up will be the Super Metroid 3, Super Metroid Zelda 3 crossover. So that we have the Zelda 3 file name is going to be Aurora. We've got Buff Kirby for Samus's sprite, and Flavor Guy for the Zelda 3 sprite. So I don't know if we're going to call cutoff for that, but we are very close for that. Coming up after that, it was going to be the Paper Mario 64 randomizer attack FX badge. Currently, it's 25 for F, which is Yoshi. And then later on, we'll have Jets of Time, whose incentives are met.